Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be flipping through another custom bullet journal. So as you may already know, I sell custom journals on Etsy. If you're interested to know more, you can find the link in the description below. So the journal that I'm flipping through today is probably the type of journal that I sell the least, and it's called like the No Doodle journal. So I sell a ton of full doodle and minimal doodle journals, but this one, as the name would suggest, has no doodles at all. It's really minimal. It uses only like black, white, and gray. So normally I wouldn't really post a flip through of these on YouTube because in a way they're not as exciting, but I have been getting some comments from you guys just like asking how to make your bullet journal look good with minimal things like minimal supplies, minimal fonts and doodles and things like that. And so this is a really stripped back journal. I still made all of the months a little bit different, so it is a little bit exciting in that way. So if you're looking for different ideas of how to use just black, white, and gray, not invest tons of time into doodles, but still make your bullet journal aesthetically pleasing, I hope that this video gives you some ideas. So as usual, I would also love to hear from you guys which of these months are your favorites. So for me, I think my two favorites are probably March and April, so pretty much right at the beginning of the journal. But let me know which ones you guys like in the comments. All right, so here's the journal, and like pretty much all of my recent custom bullet journals, it is again this gray linen artist loft journal, elastic closure, elastic pen loop, 2 bookmarks, and a pocket in the back. So this one has been really, really popular. So the journals start with these contents pages and a key page, which the customer of course has the option of using. And I always just make a little like name page to start, and I'll write in her name with white gel pen after this video. So this entire journal is very minimal, not using much color. I did do a little bit of like layering and collage kind of stuff, but not too much. I tried to kind of keep it pretty simple. So here's the future log. And she wanted another page for like writing down holidays and birthdays. I'm not entirely sure what she'll do to differentiate the things that she writes on her future log from this page, but I do like how it looks anyways, and I included that of course because she asked for it. And then she's got a goals page here as well with personal goals, professional goals, other sort of goals, and then action steps for how to actually make those goals happen. So those are her yearly spreads, and then I left these pages blank in case she wants to add some more. And here's the first month, and this is honestly one of my favorites. It's so simple, but I just really like the font and this new paper. Guys, this came from a pair of shoes that my husband got for Christmas. This is what was like stuffed inside the shoe. So of course, before he could throw it in the garbage, I snagged it, and it is like my new favorite paper for my bullet journal. So get creative, you guys, with the elements that you put in your bullet journals. So every month has a title page and then a chores page, which I really like. So it's got a spot for daily chores. She can just write these down as reminders. And then there's a spot for weekly chores. And then beside this, there are spots for each week. So for example, I don't know, laundry. If you want to do that weekly, you can write laundry in, and then every week when you do it, you can just draw a dot or color in the square, however you like to do it, to signal that you've done it that week. And it's the same idea with the bi-weekly ones. You just put a dot on the weeks that you actually do that thing. And then with the monthly ones, you just put a dot once you've done it. So that's kind of how this page works. And I also included a little spot for focus and goals. And I left these super open-ended because I was originally thinking like a focus area in the house, like do all of this cleaning and then focus on like the pantry or something like that. But if she goes through the year and she realizes that she doesn't need a cleaning focus, she can use this as just like a life focus for the month as well. And the same thing for the goals. These can be cleaning goals or just like really generic goals. Now, all of her months have this sort of rotated calendar thing where the calendar and the trackers are on their sides. So I decided to really simplify the calendar instead of like making it the shape of the month, you know, and kind of cutting off those boxes like I often do. I decided to keep it perfectly rectangular. Since it is on its side, it can look kind of chaotic if it has an odd shape. So she's got her calendar, a little habit tracker, and a mood tracker, and then the weekly layouts. And all of the weeks are exactly the same. She wanted this 4-corner sort of thing going on. So here's the weekly layout for March. Again, this is the most minimal type of journal that I sell. So you'll notice that all the pages are really simple, but very easy to replicate if you're looking for really quick journal spreads. Here's April, and April is probably one of my favorites. I love the cover page here. I feel like I've seen this font before, but I just like couldn't pin it. So if you find somewhere where you see this font, let me know because I really like it. So again, we've got our chores chart and our title, the rotated calendar here for April, and then a habit and mood tracker. And with this mood tracker, she will flip the journal on its side, and then every day she'll just make a dot. So there's a sad face at the bottom, a sort of meh face there, a happy-ish face, and then a really happy face. And so she can just make a dot where her mood is at for that day, and then like connect them to look like a line graph or almost like a constellation to see what her mood was like throughout the month. Here's the weekly spread again, each page split into like 4 corners. And I used so much light gray in this journal. I am going through light gray markers so fast. I'm gonna have to buy a new one soon, and I feel like I just got this one. Here's May, very simple. I felt like adding a little calendar here would just add to it. So that was kind of fun. Again, we've got the rotated calendar, the habit tracker and mood tracker, and then the weekly layout. And here's June. June is kind of fun. Again, very minimal, but I always love throwing in a little like black box with white text on it. I think that's really sharp. I also just love the light gray calendars. I don't know why. You'll be able to tell as I go through the journal. It became my favorite thing. So here's the weekly layout again, and for all of her weeks, she asked to have a spot for tasks and a spot for work, and then a sleep tracker. So this sleep tracker works kind of like the mood tracker, where she's got a spot for each day of the week, Monday through Sunday, and then the number of hours goes up the side. So 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. And so you can either use it like a line graph and just put like a dot for how many hours of sleep you get that day. Or if you want to like color code it for like naps and actual sleep, if you're a napper, you could like color it in up to like 6 if you get 6 hours of actual sleep, and then up to like 6.5 with a different color if you take a half-hour nap or something like that. Whatever works for you. Here's July. This is another one of my favorites. Just really simple letters kind of hanging from strings. And again, I put a really minimal calendar over here. All the same spreads. Again, the light gray calendar, love it. And here's her weekly layout. So I know this journal isn't like super exciting with different themes and stuff like that, but I hope it does give you inspiration for just like really simple, minimal things that you can do in your journal. Here's August, another one of my favorites. Here I decided to put the sleep tracker up here and divide this box for both tasks and work. And September. And then we're at October, and October's kind of cute. I just used my light gray to make a bunch of stripes, and then over top of those stripes I wrote October. And again, the light gray calendar, habit tracker, mood tracker, and the weekly layouts. So yeah, tons of light gray in this journal. It's kind of my new favorite color to use in my journals. Here's November. I wasn't originally going to do any more like collage-y type stuff in this journal, but I tried out this really like plain font underneath here and hated it. So I covered it up with this to still keep it minimal, but cover my mistakes. And here's December. December is a font that I just love doing. I used it in my own 2021 setup. I use it in a lot of custom journals. I almost always use it when I do a jellyfish theme. So this is a fun one. And we've got, of course, our calendar and trackers, and then the weekly layouts. So you can see it's all super, super minimal, but I'm hoping that this video is helpful to at least some of you guys who are looking to do more minimal things like this in your journal, spend maybe less time on it, and just have something that's aesthetic, but really simple. Thank you guys so much for joining me to flip through another custom bullet journal today. I hope that you enjoyed it. Don't forget to let me know in the comments which month you like the best, and I'll see you guys in the next video.